Well, ladies and gentlemen, a brand new trailer has just come out for Resident Evil, but it's not what you think. It's actually for a little something called a documentary. Because we have this trailer here, posted by IGN Movie Trailers, called George A. Romero's Resident Evil Official Trailer 2025 Documentary. So this is the latest news that we have for Resident Evil as a whole, from video games or even the movie scene. Now, I want to keep in mind that I don't know too much about the movies, especially the live action movies. I've actually never seen any of the live action movies. So if you guys have any information about them that I should know about while watching this video right here, please let me know in the comment section down below. But I want to make sure that I can tell you guys that I'd say like 98% of my Resident Evil focus is towards the video games, and like I guess 2% would go to the live action and CGI films. Especially the CGI films, I've only seen 2 of them, and I've never seen any of the live action ones, but yeah, I do focus a lot more on the video game sides of things. But anyway, the description does go on ahead and read: in 1993, Consonant Film set out to bring Resident Evil, the legendary video game, horror video game, to the big screen. They enlisted George A. Romero, the visionary director who redefined the zombie genre, to adapt the project. But despite the perfect pairing of horror's greatest minds, Romero's vision for Resident Evil was never realized. Now, for the first time, Salisbury's documentary uncovers the hidden story behind the project that captivated fans and the horror industry alike. So this does sound pretty interesting. This is going to be my first time seeing literally anything about the live action movies of Resident Evil, so I am kind of interested to see what they actually look like. So let's get into this video by IGN Movie Trailers, but before we do, let's go to bingo. Where's everyone going? Bingo! But before we get into the video and get to bingo, if you are new here, just consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And like the video to push us on out into that YouTube algorithm. So let's full screen this bad boy and check it on out. The trailer for the documentary. Let's see.
They're coming to get you, Barbara.
Barbara.
Yeah, they're dead. They're all messed up.
Ooh, that's a nice little nod.
Changed the face of horror as we know it.
Capcom didn't
Ooh,
hide
a
the
little
fact
peek
that
at
games were
Resident
inspired
Evil 1,
directly
the
by
very,
George
very
Romero's
original.
films.
At that time, there was nothing more I wanted than a live-action Resident Evil movie.
Oh, this is based off of Resident Evil 2, I think?
And then suddenly,
Why are they showing a lot of Resident Evil 1 then? Maybe it's like combined? There's a typewriter, interesting. The documents, nice.
How did we not get this?
How did we not get this? There's Jill. Is this like 1, 2, and 3-ish kind of combined into one thing maybe? Is that what it is?
So much more violent and so much more angry.
Because it's showing footage from the original trilogy actually.
This guy knew Resident Evil.
This guy knew
would
it.
not sell his soul. just
The
to get
hunks
a
are
film
here.
movie.
Whoa, that looks scary.
I think that they're buying you.
The Resident Evil series exists because of him.
He'll never be forgotten.
Remember, he wrote, "When there's no more room in hell, I'll see you in Pittsburgh."
George A. Romero's Resident Evil.
Everyone's gonna die.
I like that little ending right there, where it kind of went into the narrator kind of voice there. So that's pretty interesting. They did show a lot of really cool BTS stuff. I don't. Is this might be a? Is that Nemesis? Because the head shape kind of looks like Nemesis anyway. I know it has to be a tyrant in either way, but it does appear that it is sculptured manually by this dude right here. I don't know what this miniature is used for. Like maybe it's used to stop motion animate on screen. No clue at all. If you guys know, please let me know in the comment section down below. They do show a lot of little gameplay footage from the original trilogy. And I guess this is Leon and Claire right here.
At that time, there was nothing.
Yeah, there we go.
more I-
Man, this guy's so young. Look at him. This guy you can call a rookie right here. This does feel so old school and vintage. I can kind of see a badge right here, so I think this is Leon. But it looks like he's wearing a sweater. Is that like a turtleneck light blue sweater? And then we have Claire here in the original outfit over here, grabbing the gun that Leon, I guess, threw over to her, which is interesting. I guess this part, actually, of this movie probably dives into like a little sides universe kind of thing where Leon and Claire never kind of got separated. They're like maybe always together, like a horror buddy movie, if you will. I think that's what I'm grasping from this. Looks like we have here some interesting like storyboard stuff. This does look like Leon. You can see the star on his back right there, and the hairstyle is obviously very much him. Does show some interesting pages here. I wish it did show more. Wow, look at this. I got a lot of documents. I don't think I can read that. It's very hard. It says Ryder and Barry. Wait, Barry. Is Barry in this too? I don't know that. Oh, maybe Wesker. W-E-S-K. Yeah, it has to be Wesker. Wesker and Barry arrive at the knot of plexiglass doors. Oh, this is probably the script a portion of the script of the movie. I thought this was like documents, maybe, you know, the documents you pick up in the game and read them. That's what I thought. We do have an appearance of Jill, right? That might be Barry actually over here, or no, maybe that one over here. That's probably Chris over here actually. Sorry. This is probably Barry, and on the left, and on the right is probably Chris, and then in the center, I guess, is, well, obviously Jill in her original outfit right there. This here looks like the forest in the opening cutscene of 1. Some more gameplay right here. Oh man.
Really?
I do wonder what this movie is like. I've never seen this before. Oh man, and I think that's the sculpture we saw somewhere at the beginning right here, but like actually complete now, I think, cuz holy, this looks absolutely terrifying. Sounds like seems like something you could buy at like a store. Like, here's some merchandise, a little figurine you can buy of whoever this tyrant appears to be. Oh man, what an old school CRT. This looks like another script right here. Wow. George A. Romano's Resident Evil, a documentary. So I did see that the documentary is over here actually, and you can actually watch it right now. We have George A. Romano's Resident Evil. You can buy or rent it, it appears. New, 2025, and yeah, looks pretty interesting. I want to open it up and see what it says, maybe, if we can see anything over here. Revealing Romano's unique perspective. This movie shows the intricacies, I guess, of his creative process, undisclosed facts of his script, struggles with the corporate elements overseeing the project, and the what are they using all these big words for? Poignant demise of the envisioned film. So this does seem pretty interesting to go on ahead and check out, especially if you are interested in the overall film as is. The original film, I have no idea what these films are. The live action ones, never seen them, don't know a single thing about them. Never actually seen a clip of them actually until I saw the trailer over here. But what's interesting is this came out what day? 3 days ago, right? 3 days ago today, where I'm filming this, January 7th. It looks like it did come out, so 3 days ago from now. And what is interesting that I did find very odd is that just yesterday, also as of filming this video, Dusk Golem, one of the noted Resident Evil leakers, has come out and did end up talking about film stuff. I'm not going to talk about everything that they leave in this thread right here. But if you guys want to pause the video, check it out, go on ahead. But I'm just going to talk about the film stuff, because that's what this video is about right now, the live action stuff. So anyway, Dusk Golem does go on ahead and say, so here's some educated speculation, but it is speculation. So obviously no source, no nothing, just educated speculation from, I'm assume, probably their insiders, possibly, on how I personally believe Resident Evil stuff is going to go down in the next couple of years, which I am very excited for. So Screen Gems / Constantine Films have a contract that to retain the rights to the Resident Evil brand for filmmaking. This would be actually interesting if this is true, because Constantine Films was mentioned in the over here, right here. So are they still going up today with new films, and is it possible that they can create a all new modern Resident Evil film? Maybe they can kind of remake their old film with brand new looking, I want to say graphics because I'm a gamer, but that's not the word for movies. That sounds so funny, but anyway, Dusk Golem does go on ahead and continue. They need to release a new Resident Evil film every 5 years fiscal. So the new Resident Evil film, directed by Zach Kreger, that starts filming pretty soon, basically needs to release before the fiscal year of 2026 is up, since Welcome to Raccoon City, released in 2021. Actually never heard of Welcome to Raccoon City, released in 2021, so the same year as Resident Evil 8 Village. I guess that goes to show just how much I keep up with stuff outside of the video game sphere in this franchise. Anyway, they do go on ahead and continue. It's been heavily rumored / leaked this film is an adaptation of Resident Evil 0 with Rebecca and Billy starring in it. Oh wow, is that true? So there apparently, I guess there's a leaked movie that's been in the works, and as Dusk Golem has mentioned somewhere up here, they do need to release a film every 5 years with the Resident Evil brand in order to keep the contract up, so they can keep the copyright with the Resident Evil brand. And yeah, we are approaching 5 years in a way, because next year would mark 5 years since I guess Welcome to Raccoon City, released in 2021 apparently. Again, I've never heard of Welcome to Raccoon City, so I'm gonna have to look into that maybe a bit. But Dusk Golem did go on ahead and talk about the potential Resident Evil 0 remake, and how they're hoping that maybe they can, if it is so that this film is going to be a film adaptation of Resident Evil 0, then they're probably going to release it somewhere near, maybe before, maybe after the potential release of Resident Evil 0 remake. And I'm very excited to see if this is so, a live action adaptation of 0. I think that would kind of transfer into a really good film, especially comparing the setting of a train, because I think that does make for a really cool movie setting. Especially, it does feel kind of old school, and most of the films, well, I don't know, not most of the films, but at least the one I've seen right here is very old school. Again, I don't even know when this was made. I'm guessing in the 90s though. But anyway, the train setting would make for a very, very cool movie setting. And then obviously you have your medic in stars and your escaped convict, kind of teaming up like a buddy horror movie, as I mentioned earlier. And I do think that'd make a very entertaining movie, kind of expanding on the plot of Resident Evil 0. And of course, it would be very cool if a potential Resident Evil 0 remake were to appear in between, in front, or afterwards from the film. And I think if one of them were to come out, doesn't matter which one, I think it'd be a interesting sign that to see the other come out soon after. So let's say, yes, the movie is going to be a Resident Evil 0 live action adaptation, then I think, so if that comes out, I do think that perhaps we might see Resident Evil 0 remake come soon after to like ride in on the hype, so they can both carry one another and promote and market one another as well. So anyway, I did enjoy seeing this trailer over here. It was looked very nostalgic, very old school. I've never really seen horror movies in this way, but seeing all these cast members, again, I have no idea about any of these cast members, but seeing them nowadays just reminiscing about their past works, just like what Valve did with their Half-Life anniversary video, documentary actually, sorry, from the other month. Very cool to see, because I just getting off the heels of that and then seeing a Resident Evil type documentary trailer like this. Obviously it's not the full one. The full one's going to be right here, so you guys can go check it on out if interested in this old school film. But yeah, it does seem very cool, and I probably do want to try to check it out whenever I can. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace.